Okay. Um, I just thought I'd share what I was making for myself. Your smoothies. I haven't been making smoothies because I went to town on the fruit, and fruit turns into sugar when it's juiced. It gets into your bloodstream a lot faster and causes spikes and stuff. So, anyway, I'm trying different things to try and help me get some nutrition in me because I'm not the best at eating. And, um, and then not have my sugar spike. So anyway, I already made Dad one when I put it in the freezer, and what we did with his was bananas and milk and peanut butter and honey and walnuts and also a couple of spoons of instant breakfast, chocolate instant breakfast. So he's got that in the freezer waiting because he already had French toast. I made him French toast today. He's got sugar-free syrup, so I just haven't tried that yet. Anyway, so his is in the freezer because it was kind of smooth. Anyway, so mine is okay. I'm still going to have my strawberries, my blueberries. Blueberries are the main ingredient here. It's my dark berry. I'm sure there's others that I could get, but I have to watch that money too. Okay, so then Dad has these walnuts, and they're good for you. So that will help crisscross off some of that sweet from the fruit. The blueberries I was told to have, dark berries. But those strawberries, I'm not sure how much sugar that turns into. I think they're still good for you. So anyway, next, I've got those three things. And then I got that, I showed you guys. See, that's my fruit. I just have it in a bag. I stick it in the freezer. But I got this whey, and it's protein. So it's got 24 grams of protein, and protein helps crisscross off the sugar. And so in my endeavoring, oops, I'm putting you in the wrong place. In my endeavoring to stop the sugar from being so high, then I need to, like the nuts, that's really good, and the meat. If I had my flaxseed, I ran out of my flaxseed, then I would put that in there too. And you would think, and this stuff is pretty sweet, actually. Or I mean, it tastes sweet. It tasted really good. I just mixed it with milk and stirred it with a spoon without even doing it in the shaker and stuff, with the smoothie. But wow, pretty good. And so with 24 grams of protein, that's going to really knock out any sugar that's in there. Okay? Because you can take, like I told you before, you look at the total carbs. Don't look at sugars, look at the total carbs because that is sugar. And then you'll see added sugars, but we'll crisp that off. Anyway, the point is you can take, if you add up the grams of protein and the grams of fiber, then you can take that total away from the total amount of carbs. So that helps. Having things together, like I was saying, the balanced diet, when you put it all together, then it helps it digest differently, where it's not just going straight to sugar and giving you spikes and stuff. Some of you people out there know what I'm talking about. Now, let's see. I'm going to sit this down where hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I won't be able to see what you can see here. There. Right, well, there's the cup. I can see that. Okay, so I'm going to open up this stuff, and you probably can't even see the bag of stuff, but I just showed it to you. All right, there's a big old scoop in here. So like normal, I would normally, but I'm not going to, I would normally cheat. I would like do half of this scoop because I have to watch pennies. But for this one, I'm just going to, and for my situation, yeah, I need the grams of protein, so I'm not going to skimp on that. I put the whole thing in there. And so it says you get, I think it's 20 servings, 22 servings in this bag. I was looking it up on line last night for Amazon, and there's a 5-pound. I don't know if it's a plastic container or if it's a bag, but there's a 5-pound for a lot less than if you buy each bag like this. This is basically $28. Can you see it? This bag is $28 for 22 servings. But it's supposed to be very good quality, and I am desperate Really probably shouldn't even be using regular milk, but it tastes so much better with it. Sometimes you just got to go with, you know, and with that protein powder, that's going to really help. Hopefully you can hear me. So I put walnuts in there. Now Dad's has the bananas. I don't use bananas, and bananas turn into sugar. But they also are good for cramps, leg cramps, and stuff like that. So you just kind of have to pick and choose your poison, or choose your nutrition. I hope and pray this is good nutrition. Now, what am I missing? You know, I went ahead and stirred it in there. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I was going to add the collagen peptides. And if I had my superfoods, I don't know if I showed you that. This is an empty container. Okay, it's empty. I used it. I probably did show it to you. 50 superfoods, super nutrition powder. Hopefully, you know, it's all true. I did use this one container. And so trying to get your fruits and vegetables, you know, if this is good, and then they sell that something of nature. Fruits and veggies. None of us really, well, some of us do, but you have to be of a certain situation to be able to afford food, you know. It's pretty expensive out there. Okay, so I turned it upside down, and I'm just going to make a bunch of noise. You want to blend it enough to make sure those walnuts get ground up. The rest of it's pretty well ground up, you can see, but I'll just do it just a little bit more. Boy, it's noisy. Mine didn't make that much noise. I got one in Colorado in my trailer. But it's got a smaller container. I've said that before too. I believe this is a 20 ounce because you can only fill it up so much, and it stops up right around 20. So they have 32 ounce cups too. And the thing is, if you were going to eat this twice a day, you can do like Dad does. I give him, well, today he'd already eaten and was pretty full. So I just put it in the freezer for him. So later on today, he'll grab that and have a nice nutritional snack, and maybe he'll eat half of it and put it back. Because normally what he does is drinks half of it and then puts it in the freezer for later. And I basically do the same thing. So the point is, you make a good healthy dose, and then you can have it twice a day, and you've got something good for you. Just watch what you put in it. And I think I did pretty good. As long as this whey stuff is telling the truth, that's going to help me. It's going to help me a lot for muscle support and recovery. And they said you can use it for good snacks. And you know, when you get older, you start losing your muscle too. You don't use it, you lose it. That's the deal. Vocabulary, like I said, and also everything. Vocabulary is really important, guys. But I was talking about something else. Muscle. The muscle in your body, if you don't use that muscle, it becomes flab. So I got to get with that too. Is it too late? I hope not. Anyway, you guys have a good one.